I've got a replaceable bit ash hand drill spindle. Tonight I've got a goldenrod bit inserted into it. And I've got an white ash fireboard. Make things a little easier, I'm going to use my Thumb Sling Thunderhead. Ash is pretty tough stuff. Big fat ember. How about that? This Thumb Sling Thunderhead, it's almost miraculous in the way it can make embers with even difficult to use materials. Be right back. So for this video, I wanted to show off some of my convenience tools that I've made for hand drilling. This is my replaceable bit ash hand drill spindle. One of my neighbors across the street had to have some ash trees removed from his backyard a few years ago, and every couple of years he gets some shoots that pop up. And this year I asked him if I could have some of them. Another one he gave me 2 or 3, and another one that's a little bit bigger than this I've got drying for use as a shaft in a pump drill that I'm going to make later this winter. This one was nice and straight. It's about 3/8 of an inch in diameter up at the top, a little narrower down at the bottom, and I was able to cut about a 16-inch long, nice straight piece. And what I did down here on the bottom was I took about a 2-inch piece of my welded square 1/2-inch tubular steel, and I carved sort of a square profile on the end of this shaft and then inserted it about halfway. It goes in about 1 inch. And then what I've done is some of my spindles that have gotten a little too short for me to conveniently work with, I've saved them and I cut little pieces off of them and carve square profiles into the ends and insert them into the bottom of my steel tube. Here's a piece of goldenrod. This is what I was using a little bit earlier. Just fits in there like that. I can probably get, I don't know, 5 or 6 more embers out of that little piece. I've got another piece here of, let's see what this is. This is a piece of ironweed. This fits right in there. Again, I can get several more embers out of that. And I've also got a piece of mullein that I saved. Just slides right in. It's just that easy. The nice thing about this replaceable bit is I can make this shaft as long or as short as I like it that's convenient for me. It never gets any shorter. I mean, it'll get a little shorter as these replaceable bits wear down, but not a lot. I can tailor the length of this replaceable bit shaft to my convenience. And it also allows me, like I said earlier, allows me to use some of my spindles that have worn down and gotten a little too short for me to use. On top of that, sometimes when you're cutting these wildflower stalks, sometimes they've got some bends in them, and they may not be suitable for use on their own as a hand drill spindle, but surely you can find 2 or 3 inch piece of it that's straight enough to use in my replaceable bit shaft. And tonight I was also using my Thumb Sling Thunderhead that I showcased in another video. And the two of these together make for a really convenient, almost never fail hand drill fire by friction setup. And to demonstrate the utility, I chose 2 of my often hardest to work with materials. I used goldenrod. This year's goldenrod is really dense. It's almost like a tree limb dense. It's been hard to work with this year. And I thought I would break out my white ash fireboard. And you saw how quickly I was able to make an ember using goldenrod on ash with these 2 devices. Very convenient, very handy. Some of the fastest and easiest hand drill embers I've ever made. Hope you enjoy it. Maybe give it a try. See you again real soon. Good night.